Hello, welcome back to another episode of Bastions and Basilisks, Monster Edition. This time we're talking about ghosts. I know some of these monsters are already in the bestiaries, but I think they're just adding a little bit more finesse or flair to them. Alright, tethered to the world after death by powerful emotions that haven't been resolved, ghosts haunt the living as sad echoes of their former selves. Rules for creating a ghost start on page 166 of the bestiary. Boom, called it. So, side, a rebirth and death. I never thought in my living years that I myself would become a ghost. Initially, I was shocked. How could I possibly be denied a proper final death? After centuries of reflection, I understood. Next must yet live. Until I see his corpse for myself, I will remain. I will prepare and I will triumph. My only impediment involves finding a way to step free of Mekatar. Okay. And then, other one, face of a crew. Just because a ship has a ghostly captain doesn't mean the entire crew, or what remains of them, are all ghosts. Many command skeletons, ghouls, and Draugr as well. Occasionally, a ghost captain is an extension of a bone ship, giving its prey one last chance to surrender. Nifty. Alright, Hungry Ghost. Hungry ghosts arise from those who didn't receive proper burials, or whose graves were neglected. They are not bound to a site or item, but are compelled to see opportunities to commit good deeds in hopes of gaining favors that can aid them in achieving a final rest. Their need to feed on living energy often conflicts with this goal, however. So, Hungry Ghost, Creature 6, Neutral, Medium, Ghost, Incorporeal, Spirit, Undead. Perception, plus 13, Dark Vision. Languages, Common, Necro, one other language. Skills, Deception, plus 14, Diplomacy, plus 14, Ghost Lore, plus 18, Religion, plus 17. Okay, a ghost lore plus 18, like, just because you're a ghost means you know everything about ghosts? That doesn't make sense. Strength, minus 5. Dex, plus 5. Con, plus 0. Intelligence, plus 4. Wisdom, plus 5. Charisma, plus 4. Living Visage. While they have more than 30 hit points, the Hungry Ghost appears to be a living creature. They have an automatic result of 34 on deception checks and DCs to conceal their undead status and can feed on the living covertly. That's a really high DC for deception. That means they rolled a nat 20, essentially. That's the highest they could get. That seems bogus to me. Alright. AC 23, Fortitude plus 12, Reflex plus 17, Will plus 15. Hit points 60, negative healing, Rejuvenation. Oh, that's new. Immunities, death effects, disease, paralyzed, poison, precision, unconscious. Resistance is all damage 5, except force, ghost touch, or positive double resistance versus non-magical. Ravenous Undoing. In each 24-hour period, the Hungry Ghost must use Feed on the Living to consume 30 hit points. Any HP the ghost would gain count towards this total, even if the ghost has enough HP that they don't actually regain the full amount. If the ghost hasn't consumed enough HP, they mindlessly and recklessly feed on any living creature they come across until satiated. Rejuvenation. Okay, so it explained it. Sorry. Divine Necromancy. When destroyed, Hungry Ghosts reform after 2d4 days fully healed at whatever location they were at when last destroyed. They're only permanently destroyed when they've been given a proper burial, have had their grave cleaned and maintained for at least a year, or have been judged to be redeemed by Pharasma. That's good to know, actually. Speed, fly, 25 feet. Melee, ghost touch, plus 17. Agile, finesse, magical. Damage, 2d8 plus 4, negative. Feed on the living, 2 actions. Divine, necromancy, negative. The Hungry Ghost touches a creature in reach. If the target is a living creature, it takes damage from the ghost's ghostly touch with a DC 24 fortitude save. If the ghost is in their living visage, they can disguise Feed on the Living as a benign touch and delay the effects for 1 minute while keeping the target unaware of the effect. A creature can be affected by only one delayed Feed on the Living at a time, and if the ghost loses their living visage during the minute, the Feed on the Living is lost. Critical success, the target's life energy empowers the ghost. The Hungry Ghost takes 5 positive damage and the target is unaffected. Success, the target takes half damage and the Hungry Ghost regains hit points equal to the damage dealt. Failure, the target takes full damage and is enfeebled for 1 minute, and the Hungry Ghost regains each HP equal to the damage dealt. Critical failure, the target takes double HP damage, or takes double damage and enfeebled 2 for 1 minute, and the Hungry Ghost regains HP equal to the damage dealt. That would suck if you rolled really poorly on the double damage, though. right? I assume it's the Ravenous Undoing. Oh, okay. Feed on the Living. It doesn't say how much... Oh, it's... Okay. I'm very confused. Living creature takes... Okay, so Feed on the Living just does... Okay. Feed on the Living does 2d8 plus 4 negative damage. Okay. It's just a little confusing as to what the damage is. Sorry, continuing. This is going to be a long one, by the way. A longer... not quite the Davraka. This one and the next one are a little long because it's... Ghost Pirate. Undead prowling the ocean on derelict ships have long been threats sailors keep an eye out for. Other than corporeal undead, some undead pirates take on an incorporeal form, especially if their bodies have been lost to the fishes. Captains of crews in particular are likely to return from the dead, perhaps on account of their strong personalities. That's true. Ghost Pirate Captain. Creature 8. Chaotic Evil. Medium. Ghost. Incorporeal. Spirit. Undead. Perception. Plus 17. Dark Vision. Languages. Common and Necral. Skills. Acrobatics. Plus 18. Diplomacy. Plus 15. Intimidation. Plus 17. Sailing Lore. Plus 16. See, that makes sense because they were a pirate before. Unlike the Hunger Ghost, who was just a person. Strength minus 5. Dex plus 6. Con plus 0. Intelligence plus 2. Wisdom plus 3. Charisma plus 5. Shipbound. The ghost is typically bound to a vessel, even one damaged beyond repair. They can't venture more than 120 feet from the ship or site of its wreckage. AC 26. Fortitude plus 14. Reflex plus 18. Will plus 15. Hit points 100. Negative healing. Rejuvenation. Immunities, death effects, disease, paralyzed, poison, precision, unconscious. Right now, resistances, all damage 10 except Force Ghost Touch or positive. Double resistance for non-magical. Curse, ye scallywags. Curse, Divine Necromancy. When the Ghost Pirate Captain is reduced to 0 hit points, all creatures within 60 feet of it are subjected to a DC 25 Mariner's Curse. The location of those that critically fail are known to the Ghost until the curse is removed. The curse ends if the Ghost is permanently destroyed. Easy peasy. Rejuvenation, Divine Necromancy. When the Ghost Pirate Captain is destroyed, they reform 2d4 days within the ship or location they bound to fully healed. They can be permanently destroyed if their desires are fulfilled, which could involve being defeated in a great battle or ensuring their treasure has been hidden. What if their treasure is smelted down and doesn't exist? Smelted. Speed 25, fly 25 feet, melee, ghostly cutlass plus 20, forceful magical sweep, damage 2d6 plus 11 negative, ranged 1 action. Sorry, melee was one action as well. Ranged 1 action, ghostly hand crossbow, plus 20, magical range increment 60 feet, damage 2d6 plus 8 negative. Combat current 2 actions. The ghost makes a strike with its cutlass or hand crossbow, then flies up to half their speed and makes a strike with the other attack. If they move through an enemy when they flew, the enemy is flat-footed against the second strike. Savvy Join Enemy Crew. Reaction. Divine Necromancy. Trigger. The ghost reduces a living creature to 0 hit points with a melee strike. Effect. The creature attempts a DC 25 Fortitude save. If the creature fails its save, it remains conscious but is controlled by the ghost until it loses its dying condition. It continues to attempt recovery checks as normal for the dying condition. The effect ends if the creature loses the dying condition. If the creature dies while under the effect, it joins the ghost's undead crew in 1d4 days. If the ghost is destroyed before the creature dies, the creature is spared this terrible fate. So the other cool thing is that there's like written stuff about ghost stuff in there that they did, which I think is nifty. But yeah, ghosts kind of suck. Like, yes, they're beastly. They're like, I'm dead. No, I'm not. I'm back. No, I'm not. Am I dead? No, I'm not. Alright, so that's it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all later.